Yeah, I've been patient, I've been locked in on the go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline a crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Treat the morning like a moment I've been built for. Wrist tight, mind calm, that's a real score. Everybody wanna flex what they think they know, but the river doesn't brag, man, it just shapes stone. If it's not my setup, I don't touch it, let it pass. Every force trade ends with me looking back. So I breathe in, breathe out, let the market do its dance. And the patience that I practice turn the future to my hands. Ain't the same as last week, whole new mind. Water in the groove, yeah, I flow in my time. Let the fear fade out, let the greed decline. I'm aligned with the grind, stay refined in the climb. Yeah, I've been patient, I've been go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline the crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Show up, slow up, let the noise blow up. I don't fold up. Wave ride, same tide, every sunrise. Give me new eyes. Stone grind, long time, water carved lines. If you show up, no rush, no clutch, patience be the code that I go by. I don't chase wins, I chase discipline. Let tomorrow be tomorrow, I just settle in. Every loss is just a lesson that'll tighten my spin. Every candle on the chart make me better again. Yeah, I've been
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, chat? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing pretty good. Hope you're well. What's up, Trading Academy? Good morning. What's up, Ronald? Kevin, happy birthday, Kevin. Tyler, good morning. Dre, what's up? Rob, how you doing? Gamers? Miguel, what's going on? How you doing? Grizz, what up? Oscar, Slee. Ayo, Yuri, how you doing? Arnesis, Trader Joe, how you guys doing? Look at this tight trend line on the 5 minute here. Man, that's like a thing of perfection. You don't often see it hit so many times like perfectly. Anyways, that's a recent swing high is 600. It's also a trend line rejection. We did tap in a 2-hour demand, put in overnight lows underneath that. And now kind of getting a higher low off PDL there, previous day low. And quite the sell-off. I mean, we're down 2% on NASDAQ. So nice sell-off in over the overnight sessions. And, well, hopefully we get some decent movement here this morning. Lurie, how you doing? Pranav, what's going on? Ionut, Alex, what's up? Druve, how you doing? Rob, your birthday's tomorrow. Nice, you guys little kind of birthday twins. I figured I would log in earlier today so that I wouldn't walk into weird. I wouldn't walk into weird stuff again. One of my like rants about the downfall of the human civilization. Fair enough. All right. So I made one trade. Let's see. I got back to my desk the other day. Let's see if I can find it. Where is that trade? I posted in Discord, but it was a really good entry on a scalp long. Is that it? I guess it must have been this one right here. Yeah, it was 20 pointer right here. Oh yeah, break at 53,000. Or sorry, 53. What am I talking about? 25K. Break at 25K, went long, and it moved really fast, so I scalped 20 points. And that put me back in the green, up 160 bucks on these 5 accounts yesterday. So, yeah. That's my standing there with those 5 accounts. This is day 2 on those accounts. Dang, Grizz made 1100 in Asia. Nice. Yeah, it looked pretty. Let's see, when did Asia open? Right around here. Yeah, it looked decent. Not bad. I love like early VWAP projections in Globex. I really like those. Like there's some really nice entries there. So if I was sitting at my desk and just saw this like VWAP and trendline hit here, that to me would be a short. So yeah, there's some nice movement there. We'll see what happens, see how we open up here. I'm gonna execute today on trade C because the trade copier works really nicely. But you'll see the executions here in MotiveWave. All right, let's have a great session, everybody.
This is all wet and it's slick and it's ready to go.
That's right, Bobby. Riley, how you doing? Froggy, what's going on? El Nawe, what's up? Good morning. Here's that trend line again. This will be like the, what, 8th rejection or something? 6th or 7th, something like that. So, look, we got 26, or it's 24,600 at the swing high. We got VWAP above that. Wouldn't mind getting a VWAP hit here early. That'd be quite nice. Here's 600. Quick 100-point move off the open. And can we get VWAP? Boom, VWAP hit. Very nice. I feel like I gotta start taking some of those pre-market trades there right before open. I just mentioned this the other day when we're kind of opening up after finding a little level of support, and in this case we're sitting on PDL. Going for the long play, the risk reward's really good on the opening drive because, again, we push 100 points there with no problem. It'd be pretty nice. I'd expect us to see if ES can get to VWAP as well at 95. Trying this here. Rejecting my entry there. Come on, push. Looks like it might tag me out here. Yeah, out. Okay, out on that. I think it was worth a shot there. 5 micros. Did not get the push just yet. Maybe from here on the other side of this trend line. ES is just kind of back up, back down. Same with NAS there. No buyers showed up there for that continuation. 100 points erased there pretty quick. Some large orders hitting the ask there. Hitting the bid, rather. Sounds like good risk management there, Tom. Let's see if we get another large block of orders here hitting the bid. Wow. Another 100-point move there really fast. This is the move I was going for on the long here. Is another test of VWAP and getting through it. And then ideally ES gets to VWAP. That's the move I wanted to see, but we pulled back all the way to 500 for that before that another retest of VWAP happened. So no way I was in for that. Stats say Tuesdays and Fridays are your worst days. Trying to be a better loser. That's smart. What's up, Noah? How you doing? All right. See if we can close above 600 here. It's exactly what I want to see back down here in the 70s. Breakthrough VWAP. What's up, chat? You guys are quiet. Are you guys trading this? What's up, Matt? How you doing? Yeah, these 100-point moves are kind of annoying when it's back up, back down, you know, and back up. Trading, no. Getting wrecked and tilted, absolutely. Yeah. What's up, Bog? How you doing? There's VWAP on ES. Man, that's annoying. That's exactly what I want. I wish it could have just happened without dropping all the way down to 500 again, you know? Just holding the 70s there would have been really nice. That would have been a really nice 70-point trade or whatever that was. You just bought Deep Charts. Have you ever heard of it? I've heard of it, yeah. But I don't know. I've yet to hear someone say it's worth it. But I haven't heard a ton about it. All right, here we're back at VWAP as ES rejected VWAP. So 600 VWAP. You know, if we get more upside, I would, you know, tend to say, well, that's 600 is not a bad level to watch. But we've been sliding around 100 points at a time, so it does make, you know, getting in here feel treacherous. Riley says Deep Charts is overpriced. Motivate is much better if you want to use order flow. Yeah, that's mostly what I heard. Is like not that it's bad, but like that it kind of costs a lot. Like Motivate you can get for free if you trade Lucid or Funded Futures Network. That's a pretty good deal. Alistair, what's up? How you doing? You get free level 2 with Lucid. I mean, my heat map has not. Yeah, generally speaking, it works fine. Like the heat map looks good, but lately, maybe it's Motorwave 7. I don't know, but it doesn't look good. But I mean, I do see, like looking at the DOM. You know, I see the order book. The full order book, you know, not just like the ones right by price, whatever they call that. Blue Hand, he just blew a 20k eval, but also requested a payout 10 times the cost of the 20k eval. I don't know whether to be mad or happy. Guess he'll just be mappy. Well, to me, blowing an eval is whatever. It's the cost of doing business. Getting a payout is the goal. And getting a payout is way harder than blowing a eval is easy. I don't know if that makes sense. I'd be way happier getting a payout. I don't care about evals. Yeah, it cuts in your profit, but getting a payout is 10 times the cost of an eval is awesome. All right. I got like no levels in this sell-off overnight. Just stacked red candles. Like I don't have any like basing periods right before drop, other than at the very top of the move. I don't got a lot going on. You got the eval for free though, so it cost me nothing. Yeah, dude, be happy. pretty ideal. All right, so we got about 1 minute left on this 15-minute candle. Let's see how that closes out. Like, if we get another blast up here, it could have a decent close. Otherwise, it's going to close a little bearish. What's your trading strategy? I trade price action, a little dose of order flow. You actually trade better when funded rather than on evals. Might get one of the Lucid Direct accounts. Well, if you do, code Gorilla will get you the best discount. But yeah, I understand wanting just to skip the eval and get in there. Start getting your green days locked in. Don't you trade gold? No, I don't. How's oil been doing? Is it spiking or anything? Man. Look at that retest of that high candle here. At PDH here on gold, oil. Oh man, that was clean. That was so clean down there. Oh, you guys can't see it. That was so clean, that wick down there. Man, it's a thing of beauty. All right, we're gonna put a head and shoulders here at VWAP in or something like this. I don't even know. It's very slippery. There's VWAP. Okay. I wonder if we do a little head and shoulders here. 600 level VWAP, etc. Last $50 for what? Grizz, an eval or a funded day? Your eval, yeah. Man, those last few bucks can be so annoying. Just be patient. There'll be an easy setup for it, I'm sure. Don't trade oil, Dan. Most firms are increasing margin requirements or decreasing allowed leverage. I don't think even Lucid didn't mess with metals and stuff before when like Top Step was restricting it and Apex was. Lucid didn't touch it. Sorry to hear it, Tam. You'll bounce back though. I know you will. All right, back up. Up to VWAP, back down 5 or early 500s there. Nice job, Chris. All right. Let's see if we can close under 500. Go get these overnight lows. 370. Nice job, Jasper. ES is right by its overnight lows, by the way. So 15-minute candle closed out bearish, by the way. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? This is so freaking slippery, man. Yeah, at least it's been slow on the dashboard updates. I had to wait till like the end of day. Was it Friday? I had to wait till the end of the day to activate. Shit. Clicked on the wrong platform here. I added to my Toss Up X trade, which I don't really have the margin for. Went to short here on Trade C. Yeah, I had to take a stop on Top Step because I accidentally sized in too much there by accident. So yeah, I'm short. I guess you can't see my entry, but it's there. Wonder why you aren't seeing my order. Oh, I'm on micros. There you go. Target 370, overnight low. What's up, Sakura? How you doing? Executions on trades, I feel like they always seem like slightly laggy, but yours says insanely fast. I don't know. I always feel like there's just like a little bit of a delay before I see it happen. If we can close, get a good close under like PDL, this would be a good opportunity to add to a position. But we've just been sliding around my entry here. In fact, I may want to kill this early. It's just being a little problematic. So let's see. I don't like these wicks at all. Come on. Give me a drop here. Let's go. Come on. Sure it's not an internet thing? Yeah, I'm sure, dude. My internet's fast from... It's just upstreaming video is... Obviously, it gets capped a little bit. Man, this is too annoying. I gotta hop out. All right, I'm out of this trade. It's too wiki here. I'm gonna feel sad if we get this drop though. So as you can see, like these wicks here, we're finding some buyers down here. I don't really want to get run over. I like trade seed though for sure. With the trade copier to me has been working on par. I think Top Step X trade copier is usually really good too. And so the trade seed one is definitely keeps my P&L the closest together for Rhythmic. So yeah, I don't have a problem with trade seed. I like it so far. I'm definitely optimistic about it because it should only get better. Man, Vic's putting in new highs too. That's interesting. I still want to catch this drop here. Just don't really like the look of it right now. Why is it doing a fucking line? Bitch. Nice job, Sakura. Here's 500 level again. You see a close below would be nice. Yuri, I always think overnight lows make good targets. That's why 370 was my target. I can get back in this. There's a nice close through 500 finally. Just because we sat on PDL here going into the open, I mean, I kind of want to see this break as well before I hop in. It just seems like a good bounce spot here. What else goals for this year as far as your trading journey? I've had several goals for the quarter, and I've been ticking them off, which I'm happy for. It's top of the hour. All right, this is why I had to hold off. Even though we got the close to 500, PDL has been too much of a trampoline for price. So see that taking place right now. Plus 9K on the day. Nice, Jasper. Tom, your goal is to pull O'Reilly and get banned from Apex because I took too much of their money. Nice. It's a fun one. All right, maybe now we can crack PDL here. Huh. Oops, I almost sold 5 minis there. Luckily, it did not allow me to do that. New highs on VIX here. I mean, we should this move lower seems imminent. PDL again. We should crack it, right? We got that initial trampoline bounce off of it. That got smacked down nicely. Again, new highs on VIX. I think all signs point to us getting a bit of a flush, but let's see. Look at these orders hitting. Your goal is to take some firefighter picks like Dan. Hopefully they come out half as good. That's your trading goal for the year? Strange, but all right. Respect for the honesty. Another PDL bounce. Voodle, what's up? Just want to say I appreciate the chill vibes here. Other channels, there's too much stimulation and it's a distraction as I trade. Definitely. Thanks for tuning in. Does Lucid currently have a sale? Yeah, they have 50% off 2 purchases and then 40% off 5 purchases using code Gorilla. All right, here we go. Entry, location, not ideal. But I think my timing is good here. Knock on wood here. Let's see if we can get the crack. Can only bounce here for so many times. Come on. All right, let's go. Quit bouncing. I'm sure Tom's been to Vegas. Only for once? I figure you're living in Southern California as long as you did. You must have done it a lot. Well, I may be cooked on this one here. And the entry location sucked ass. Now my loss is massive. Go on, get back down there. Get back down there. Shit, I'm out. Can't even see how fucking big that loss is. I'm down 1,400 on 5. Sucks. Gotta get a better entry. Back in short. Come on, flush. Come on. 370, let's go. No more bounces here. VIX is jacked, man. VIX is jacked right now. Don't bounce. Don't bounce. Come on. Oh, fuck. Piece of shit. All right, I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back. Crazy. Probably take it easy from lifting if you've messed up your rotator cuff, man. What made you short at demand? VIX has been putting in new highs all session. We've been getting a lot of rejection. Look at all the rejection wicks here to the upside. I understand, like, I know that this is a level of support. I mentioned that many times. But we're going to crack it. And I thought I could catch it. So as I mentioned when I entered, the location wasn't good, but I was thinking the timing was good. And it obviously wasn't. It's too, keep bouncing there. Look how many times we rejected like the 50s and 40s. These are funded accounts. It's day 2 of the funded. We're gonna move lower. It's just a question of how many fucking times do we bounce until we get the move lower. So be easier to let it move and not catch it. I really enjoy catching the initial drop, obviously. Who doesn't? But this one might be one where you gotta let it drop and then try to get in on a little quick buy up. Let's see if this is it. Potential. 400 something lots there hitting the ask. Hitting the bid, sorry. Dude, Sakura, your uncle makes all the fucking Wall Street Bets rookie mistakes. People that make windfall gains have the hardest time keeping it because it was like maybe it was too easy, or maybe they're not used. They don't know what to do with themselves. Dude, when I made a windfall gain with options, I took 40K out of Robinhood and put it in my bank like ASAP. I was like, I know that was lucky because I barely know what I'm doing. So when I blew most of the rest of it, I was all right. Okay. Again, I mean, obviously, don't have to tell you this is the move I'm looking for. Now, I did nail that short on top step X, but the balance is much smaller there. But this, because I didn't get my ass handed to me so much, because you usually take this short here. Again, going for 370. That's the trade. We do have, you know, before that, just this 2 hour demand, which, you know, we kind of bounced at, you know, 400 level underneath there. Something to watch. No, I don't look at Microsoft, Apple, or Nvidia. All right. VIX is really ripping, guys. We might get a decent sell-off continuation, you know. If we get a bounce, 50s, 60s, something like that, I would try to get in on these Lucid accounts. Euro long's not for me. No way. It took us forever to crack. And, you know, after smack, finally getting going. I think it's going to turn into a bearish trend session here. You know, for the New York, right? We're already obviously nice downtrend. But I want looking for continuation of that. Now, obviously, we get like a V bottom at overnight lows, you know, 400 here, and, you know, rip up to whatever, reclaim PDL. Then I'm like, okay. I mean, that analysis is wrong, but until then, I'm gonna stick with the move lower here. Really unfortunate that I mistimed it. So initial target 370. One hertz. Okay, through 400. Retesting it now from the other side. So up about 100 points there on the trade on the top step one. It's just 2 micros, so trying to rebuild that balance, you know. Well, this time, Sakura, I trusted my analysis a little too much, and I didn't prioritize a better entry. And my size was, it's 1 mini without prioritizing a good entry where we kept bouncing. Obviously, shorting a failed pop, would be better. Just, again, not timed right there. But I trusted it too much, Trusted my ability to time it too much. It's a silly thing to do. But it's frustrating nonetheless. All right, I'm a little tempted to see if we can get the push through overnight lows and keep going. When does the lucid sale end? I think they just extended one. Let me look. All right, there's the target hit there. Target hit. I'm still holding on the top step here. Since I'm not in a trade there, I'll pull it up here. You can see. Again, trying to grow this balance. Let me make it smaller. Bounce right now. Honestly, this is a pretty good trade. I'll hop out there. 300 on the day. Yesterday was not good on top step. Yesterday was 266 loss. So, for payouts, I have 1 day from Friday of $166. Yeah, that's day 1 of the next payout cycle. This was day 2, a loss, and then this is my second day of at least $150. So, yeah, that's good. Good stuff there. I don't need to take any more trades on that today. So, it's times 5, so, if I can do, 3 more days of $150, I mean, that's another, not massive, but another decent payout, another probably $2,500 payout. And that's my goal for this. I keep coming up with new goals for trading this year, and my next goal is to keep a set of accounts alive for a second payout. I generally, have a hard time doing that. I'm pissed though, because I think I got a little greedy on this, because I'm like, man, if I short in the 80s, 480s here on a mini, and we hit 370, that's like over $2,000. And so I think I got a little blinded by that number. And obviously, made the mistake. And I do highly recommend keeping an eye on VIX. I look at VIX futures /VX. Again, I mentioned it many times. It's been grinding higher all morning. Puts pressure on ES. So pops on ES are short-lived. It's harder to sustain upwards momentum when VIX is rising like that. And that's why I felt really good about breaking that PDL support. I didn't even have defined risk in that trade. That's the other part of the problem was I was just like, we're gonna crack this. I will let it go against me a few times, but obviously when I get close to minus 2,000, that's the limit for the account. So then I'm just like, fuck, is this really gonna be it in this one trade? And the thing is, I think if I kept this short on, and my stop is like above the last wick here, I'm actually good. So let's see, where was the short of 527, short of 508. I think then it worked against me, probably on that candle. And if I kept the stop above the, one of these wicks here, obviously I'm good because this one didn't get up there. Then we got the drop. Okay. Yeah, if you size down, yeah, absolutely. Cloudy, if I stayed on 5 micros, I think I stay in that trade because I felt really confident about it. It's just the fact I start seeing, minus like $1,400, $1,500 in this trade. I'm like, okay, I really gotta not blow this account right here, right now. But yeah, if I stay on them MNQs, I think I'm all right. So it's like I always tell people, don't size down. I did well yesterday sizing down, and first half of today keeping it within 5 micros, and then again got a little greedy. Yeah, I just wanted to be like Eddie so bad. Okay, someone asked about Lucid. Sorry, I got distracted. There's the 50% off any eval for 2 uses for Pro, Flex, or Black. They even have Black anymore? I don't think so. And that's good till April 3rd. And then they had the first 5 orders are 40% off. I think maybe till the end of March. I don't know because I already used that one, so I'm not eligible for it. Put the 14 EMA on ES. Watch the 5 minute. You have so many accounts. How do you manage? So there are right now 2 batches of accounts. Lucid and Top Step, and they're both being copy traded together, like separately together. Do you know what I mean? Like batches of 5. Does that make sense? Dude, this is so fucked up. I'm trying to change my EMA setting. You click on it, and it's just clicking on a volume profile that's not even showing up there. Why is it showing volume profile? I don't even have volume profile on here. Alright. I don't know. Motorwave's glitchy. What's new? What's up, Parshav? No, I didn't see your message. We haven't hit under 752 since 25th of November. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we looked at the range the other day on the stream. Which prop firms do you recommend that have the fastest road to payouts for an experienced trader that doesn't want to be waiting long periods to get a payout? I think, okay, let me look at this. I think the new Lucid Pro, it's working here. Lucid Pro has 1 day pass. And then days to payout is 3. And generally when the dashboard updates in real time, it's what it's supposed to do. It's been laggy lately, but you could pass the same day, activate it, and then get your first traded day on the funded in. So when, I don't know if it's right now, because again, the dashboard's been taking a while to update after you pass. But generally, you could do it in 3 days with Lucid Pro. So I would try Lucid Pro. And again, if you are in the US, their accounts, and you have a bank that supports like Instant ACH or whatever it's called, I have Chase. So when I request a payout, in 2 minutes, it's in my bank. So it doesn't get much better than that. I just kind of want to long this shit. Is that crazy? Let's find out if it's crazy. I'm out. I can't stand the heat. I gotta size down. I gotta go back to micros. I'm playing with fire here. Be smart. What's the max drawdown on those accounts? $2,000 of so I made 160 yesterday. So I have like what, $560 left, something like that. What's up, Makonko? Yeah, trading's been tricky. Yeah. Yesterday was tough. Do you not get tilted after losses? I do. But it helps just to sit here and not do anything. Just kind of calm down a little bit. Just accept that you fucked up. I can get mad at the market for fucking bouncing at PDL way too many fucking times. I can get mad at it for wicking way too fucking much. But this is all known. It's just, it wicks, 100-point moves. I know that. What am I doing trading a mini with no set stop loss? It's just me being an idiot. That's the problem with trading, is it forces you to take accountability for yourself. The only time it's not your fault, honestly, is if there's just like some crazy out of the blue news item, some Trump tweet, something like that just moves the market 50 points.
Jasper is gonna whoop your butt for using minis.
Thanks, K2V. Jasper's gonna whip my butt for using minis. Yeah, maybe. He can wait at the park with Grizz. But I think the only time trading's like you could put it on, just bad luck if there's a news item that was not expected and it comes out and goes against you. You can't really do anything about that. That's just a hazard of the occupation. Nice bar shove. See, I didn't really have the staying power to stay. You know, that's a 50-point trade I was just in that I cut because the size was too heavy. It's too hard for me to hold that. Knowing what a loss would do. If you can't accept the loss, you can't hold for the win. That'll happen. What, you missed my P&L? It was just an ill-timed, ill-placed short. Must have been this one here. Shorted 467. Took a 60-point stop out on that. Yes, I did it by mistake, Jasper. It was definitely not me getting greedy. It was, I just, you know, fat fingered it. Whoops. What's up, G-Man? How you doing? So, Wolf, we hit that EMA, right? On the ES 5-minute there that you told me to add. Good pullback spot. Jasper, it wasn't by mistake. I did it on purpose. I wanted 110 points on a mini. Yeah. And I mean, I was fucking dead on with that target. Honestly, the top step trade was exactly what I mean, that's exactly how to trade that. And the idea is to not get your ass chopped up before that happens, so you can actually execute the trade. Like, you know, let me pull that up again because that is textbook. That's when I try to catch a drop. That's exactly what I want it to look like. So rejection, 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 rejection. And then we start falling out of this little compression, right? And so I have small size loaded up, and I'm like, okay, I can take the heat, or I could take a loss, really. Stop, you know, wherever it needs to be. This magnet's annoying. You know, there. Entry is 90, and my target's 370. Now, admittedly, wanting to hold for a little bit more cost me 13 points. But that's okay. I'm still happy with the exit. But, like, to me, that's like what me catching a short should be. That's how I should execute it. I shouldn't do it here, here, here. I mean, obviously I have the benefit of hindsight, but I mean, that was great. So obviously, wish I would have been more patient on the Lucids, and you know, stayed with a minus $200 P&L. That's fine. You know, and then this way, when I short 490, my stop can be 30 points probably above these little wicks above 500. I think that's fair. So, yeah, that trade was perfect. Honestly, I mean, I would like to see more downside. Oh, I just realized we got all the way up to PDL, essentially. That was a great retest of that previous trampoline. Previous trampoline, smackdown. Well, at least top step is green. You building buffer or taking payout? No, I'm taking payout. I think that's, since it's 5 accounts, I think it's more important to take the payout. I've not had rhythmic issues today, no. No, Motorway's been working pretty good. Yellow trade, Dan, come on, risk everything that you have left in Lucid.
You took the trade out of anticipation, not confirmation. Correct?
Yeah, correct, K2B, yep. I mean, part of that, though, like, part of catching, like, that top step trade I showed you, that, I mean, that is a little bit of anticipation as well. That's a 490 entry. Where did I short here? Where's my trades? Okay, I shorted 467. That's way worse. So it was a lot better entry on top step, but that's also a little bit anticipation. But I just have more in my favor at that point. What do you think about new Apex rules and update? I think it's all positive. Here's what I don't like. Is after the 6th payout, right? The account's closed. And then you can buy another eval. It's like, what? Shouldn't they move you live? Why would they just move you back to an eval when you've proven yourself? That I don't really get. I think it's either move to live or you keep trading sim funded. You know? So that's why I don't really get that. It's like you haven't broken any rules. You just traded well, and then you get knocked back to eval land. What? They can move you to live. They decide that. No? Well, they haven't actually said that. Come on, bro. How many of us have actually reached a 6 payout? No, I agree, but if we're just talking about rules, that's part of the rules. Whereas, so what Apex was known for is after, 30 days of 30 green days or whatever it is of uncapped payouts, right? You could withdraw the whole balance. So that's what it was known for. And so now they're taking that and they're taking that away, which I thought was a pretty big incentive. Like, it's, again, most people aren't doing that, but a lot of people want to do that, and that's why they're trading Apex. They see the social media traders getting $1 million payout. They're like, oh, I want to do that. Right? So even if they're not doing it, they still want the allure of doing it. Yeah, Corey, same boat as me. Yeah, it was a little challenging with those wicks. It's very large. I'm sure Apex could move you live if they want to, but just that, I don't know. I don't know if they want to. Like, you're just at their discretion. So, but overall positive, right? I understand you got to have a happy medium of what rules work for the firm and what still beneficial to the trader. I understand it completely. I'm just saying that 20 accounts and uncapped payouts was like kind of like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow to deal with Apex's rules and everything. But no, it's good. And the end of day accounts I like. Again, we talked about this a lot this week so far. Yesterday, today's only Tuesday. Yesterday is why trade 20 Apex accounts for $130 a pop when you could trade 5 Lucid, 5 Tradeify, 5 Top Step, and 5 Funded Next or whatever, and be all in for a lot less. And then you could copy trade them or whatever. And we mentioned, you have the headaches of different firms have kind of little variations and rules and everything, so it could get confusing, but you could save a bundle of money too. All right, let's see if we can get back to lows. Under 400. Why not trade 20 Apex, 5 Lucid, 5 MFF, and have 40 accounts, These are funded accounts. Funded. It's a terrible spot to be in. It is recoverable, but it takes some doing here. So got some work ahead of me here. Ever tried TPT? Yep. Yeah, I don't really love buffers, especially with intraday. But buffers is a lot of work. And then you still don't get a payout. You make $2,100 and it's like all that and you can't even get a payout. That's why I like the 5 days of X amount and then withdraw half. Short NQ. Yeah, I like the short under 400 here. I'm just, again, been smacked a couple times. So I'm not overly eager. Stop rack orders. I just don't have them set up on TradeC. Honestly, I don't even. I got to go into the settings here. Risk. That took 2 seconds to do. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Look at daily candles. We're at a good support level currently. Sitting out of the short currently. All right. Fair. I mean, we can pull up the daily. See, this is February 4th, February 5th, about a month ago. These were the lows. Then back in November, we have under 24K. All right, so here's what I want to see. I was kind of hoping for a pop, and I want to see it get rejected. Or honestly, maybe even a pop higher, closer to PDO. For Apex, one-time fee for all accounts, or each account have a fee? It's one-time fee, and the fact that it's not a monthly recurring subscription anymore, but you pay per account that you want to trade. Does that make sense? And there's an activation fee on those when you pass. All right, let's see if we can get a drop here. Justine said, I can't take a good trade anymore, thinking about just going back to my demo account for a while. I mean, these conditions are very challenging. It's not a bad idea to limit your, risk in this kind of market. Okay. About 20 points here. See if we can get the move and then crawl myself out of this fucking hole. In the last 5 years, you've been doing futures. Have I been doing futures that long? Ugh. When would you say the easiest environment to trade? Like what was going on in the world at the time? Well, see, I don't know, because I think when it was easier, I was still really new at it. So it was still hard for me. But I think generally, you have the kind of JPAL money printer situation. I wasn't trading futures so much then, but that would have been interesting. Generally, when there's less uncertainty in the market, it's less volatile, which we like an element of volatility in trading, but we don't like whipsaw volatility. So just more general stability. All right, stopped out of break even there. So maybe this is a little higher low here. Let's see. See how we close out. So move. Let's see what kind of move higher would be of interest. Little supply zone here. Right around 500. That's of interest to me. Oh, it's a 45-minute zone. That's weird. Don't normally go to 45-minute charts, but yeah, there's a little supply zone there. Okay, we got a little 2-hour thing going on in the 80s. Depending on how this candle closes, though, so I'm not going to mark it yet. Okay, so let's see if we can break this little wiki downtrend we've had going on and get a little bit of a move higher. See, so in my opinion, VIX isn't really going down. It is off the highs a little bit. The high's 24.90 and we're at 24.45. So it's off a little bit, but still overall really strong. And I mean, I think the biggest case for not shorting is just this higher low right now, both on ES and NQ. So that's why I'm looking for the upside move here. First to PDL and then maybe to this little supply zone, this little area of disaster for my accounts. How are you chewing gum and drinking? You just keep the gum in the side of your mouth. How can you tell it's a supply zone? What are you looking for? I'm looking for a drop or a rally. A rally for demand and a drop for supply. I'm looking to the left of that drop or rally. I'm looking for a smaller candle of consolidation. I look for candles of the opposite color, right? So for supply, I want to see a consolidating candle that's green. Checking, I look at VIX futures. This is VIX March 2026 futures. What do you think of getting in earlier with a smaller stop loss and bigger RR? I don't like. If you're gonna have a bigger RR, you need to have a bigger. That's not really making sense. If you're gonna have a big target, I think you need to give it reasonable parameters with your stop. So many times I've gone for like a 1 to 11 risk reward. You know how many times that works out? Like 1% of the time. And I'm like, oh, this will be sweet. I'm only risking $100 to make 2,000. You know how many freaking times that works out? Like almost never. You got. I mean, if you're gonna go for a big target, let the trade have a little bit of room. Go off structure, you know. What's the VIX ticker? So in Thinkorswim, it's VXH26 / VXH26. So it's the quarter. VIX isn't. I don't think it's VIX is on quarters. I think it's on monthlies. My default RR. I mean, roughly, probably 1 to 1.5 is the most realistic. Trader siren.
Let me show you something.
I swear this tornado siren's malfunctioning. They like test it first Tuesday of the month. They usually, it doesn't normally sound like that. I swear it's malfunctioning. Why don't you see option gamut levels to trade in Q futures? There's like a million things you could add to your chart that people like. I don't know. I'm not super interested. I mean, you can come in here and look at the P&L and be like, oh, you suck. Let me help you out. I think again, if you didn't catch the trade, my analysis overall right. The problem was my size was too much and I didn't prioritize the entry because I felt so confident of the drop, right? And that's kind of some mistakes right there. Obviously, to say the least. So I don't think I need to add anything. It's just keep staying disciplined, right? And discipline slipped there. Are you talking about VIX, Prince of Persia? Because yeah, I opened Thinkorswim just for VIX because that's the one place I get it for free. You can pay for it on like TradingView for like an extra data package, I think. How was your career from starting your 20s prior to entering trading? It's kind of all over the place. I think they forgot to say this is only a test. It's definitely not tornado season. Guy's telling me to seek shelter. All right, so getting the move that I was kind of interested in here. Here's PDL, and then next little 45-minute supply, 500, and that trend line. Is that trend line? Is that the right trend line? Well, it's the old trend line. Yeah, this area. Ooh, wow, look at that volatility. Iran's bombing is not a test. Yeah, that thought did occur to me. Is that a tornado siren or something else going on? Anyway. Is there any reason you went with the mini rather than the micros? Is because I got overconfident and overly greedy. You know, I'm like, okay, we're definitely fucking moving to overnight lows. Let me, like, okay, if I catch this on a mini, that's 110 points. It's a lot of freaking money. And I've been wanting to run up my balances on funded accounts because usually they're pretty modest. And I was like, this is a good opportunity to do it. So that's why I did it. It's just a little greedy. But my career prior to trading was, first I started working at recording studios. You know, bottom of the totem pole kind of stuff. Here's VWAP. And that kind of sucked, to be honest. It's a dying industry. And then I learned video editing and became a video editor. Did that for a few years. Learned motion graphics. Moved to LA without a job lined up. Eventually got a job as a motion graphics artist. While there, started a YouTube channel about photography with my wife. The startup went under. I got laid off. But I had my YouTube channel going strong. So I did the YouTube channel been doing it since 2017. And I started this channel in 2020 and got into trading. Rufus, you like Prop from Gorilla? Love to hear it, man. Glad you like it. It's only going to get better, too. I got some updates to do to it. Nice bar shop. Do you think we can trust Apex with the payouts? Look, it sounds like they're implementing an automated approval system. Enough. Automated approval system. And they said they're advertising like no denied payouts. So it sounds like everything's a little bit more clear cut now. They don't need to see video of your fucking mouse executing trades, it sounds like. Excuse me. So I don't know. Seems like they're making steps in the right direction there. Damn, bro, you lived a life. Oh, yeah, it's been not what I would have anticipated. Because I didn't even mention that after school, I moved to LA, worked at a recording studio, got burnt out real fast. It sucked. And then I moved to West Lafayette, Indiana to play in a band with my friends. Did that for like 2 years. And then I moved to Chicago, worked at a studio there, a couple studios, and also did video editing. So yeah, it's been a winding path, but honestly, I like doing what I do every day. It's fun. Who's your proud baby? They might unban you, Botan. I think they might unban some people. I don't know. Prince, you had to go on a video call with call interview with Fivers to make sure you were the one trading. Interesting. What's the best way to scale profit from accounts so I can be like you? You definitely don't want to be like me in that regard. Oh, that's somebody who does it better than me. I think Alpine does it well, from what I can tell anyways. Like, he's He's like transparent about what he spends and what he makes, and he treats it like a business. So I feel like he's got a pretty good handle on things. I don't know. I haven't watched him in a while, but I love how you had the discipline and improved a lot through the years. Yeah, no, it's it is a skill that can be learned for sure. That higher low there is very nice. Botan, you're too good. What firm are you trading with now, Botan? Are you trading with Tradeify, or you with somewhere else? Why don't you copy trade this NQ trades into Forex prop? I don't know how you'd be able to do that. How would you be able to copy trade an NQ trade to what's the Forex, US 30, or what's the Forex version of NQ? How would you be able to make that? You know, you'd have to just execute twice, right? And I don't know Forex stuff. I don't know about, like, I'm kind of, I think it's better just to focus on futures. NAS 100, yeah, NAS 100. You know, I don't even know how you'd make that copy trade clean. And they're gonna have different rules and everything, and so I think it'd be hard to manage. All right, so VWAP on both indices here. So let's see. Could be a good short opportunity. Even for like a scalp. Rules are better than futures. Yeah, that's what people were saying yesterday. I'm just, it's just not my world, you know? I don't know. I like the centralized exchange of futures. I like the built-in leverage. I don't know. I don't really know anyone that goes from futures to Forex. Anyone in chat do that? Go from futures to Forex? Everyone always tends to go from Forex to futures, from what I hear anyway. But maybe that's just because I'm a futures trader and they come here when they want to know more about futures. Not seeing any other sign to short other than the fact that we're at VWAP, and that's not good enough. The long side, I mean, if this is continuation, you could say, well, I mean, maybe we can push new highs. Why is your comment not coming up? Sometimes Forex stuff gets auto hidden because there can be a lot of Forex spam in general. So if you're talking about Forex Bibbin, then maybe that's why. I don't know. Because no one's deleting it, so it must just be auto hidden for some reason. %of opening range. How big are, what's the time frame of your opening range? 15 minutes? Or are you doing like a 5-minute one? Botan, do you want YM to hit 48.2? Okay. So its high of day is 48.2 right now. Interesting. I never look at Dow unless someone brings it up. What's your view on the prop industry? Do you think it'll sustain change or just be the same for the coming near and long-term futures? I don't think it's really going anywhere. It might have to be refined and stuff. I don't really know. There might be some more regulatory stuff coming through for it, which would probably be a good thing. But yeah, I don't know. Because right now it does kind of feel like the Wild West, you know? Yeah, I'm not worried about Fiverr's futures par shop. I'm not like desperate to trade it or anything. There's plenty of existing futures firms that are fine, you know. All right, 600 incoming. And this looks fine for the long side, but we haven't really had much in the way of pullbacks here. Just a hesitation at VIX, or VWAP, excuse me. What am I talking about? So let's get a little measurement for the entire session's range so far. Man, pretty good. Looks like it's about 309 points. Wow. 309, not bad. Crazy to think this career was created out of thin air, and 10 to 15 years ago, before there was no such thing. Well, definitely like in the 90s, you know, I think if you traded at home on your computer, that was probably pretty rare, and like the tools didn't really exist for retail. So it's definitely become way more friendly for retail. Well, you know, in the sense that you can just have access to things that was never possible before. Why trade EOD when there's static? Static generally, I mean, it's because it's easier in the drawdown category. It's got other limitations to it. I honestly, I hate trailing drawdown of any kind because it's just unrealistic. But I've kind of gotten used to it. But it does suck. Like imagine it's not trailing drawdown, and you know, you take a payout and your drawdown stays minus 2,000 on a 50K account. You know, here in Top Step XFAs, and my balance is at 674, and I have $2,600 of room. like, I'm feeling good. That would make it so much easier. But the fact that my drawdown is now 0 instead of minus 2,000, I mean, it sucks. It sucks. It's just, I mean, trade your own brokerage for a second, and then you'd be like, you realize, oh yeah, that's freedom. I mean, that should be the goal of everyone, is eventually just trading your own brokerage, however large size would make you happy. But I mean, that's ultimate trading freedom. All right, so here's 600 level. I mean, it looks like we're gonna retest highs. What's up, Grizz? How's that shoulder? How are you cuffs, bro? I heard it was rotator cuffing season. Yeah, good idea, Grizz. Sorry, Jasper. You got a feeling we're gonna drop from here? Huh? Maybe. VIX is at VWAP. So if VIX starts getting a little bump higher from here, put a little pressure on the market, we can fall back under VWAP there. It is 600 levels, so it's not unreasonable. It's not an unreasonable spot. You can see we kind of topped out at 600 in the pre-market. So let's see if we can fall back through VWAP. Kevin, you took your first trade on your new personal account and profited a whole $110. My heart rate was going crazy. See, I don't know. I actually feel like it's harder for me to trade a funded account than it is my own personal account sometimes, because the hoops you have to jump through to get the funded account compared to just depositing money, you know, it's like, I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't tend to bother me as much. Like, I don't want to have to go in and buy 5 more freaking evals, spend 2 to 4 days trying to pass, then activating and starting my 5-day thing again. Like, it's just such a slog, you know? So let's see if you know, VWAP holds here for another push higher. Fall back under it, you know, into the 540s. I'll look for PDL to retest. Yeah, Kevin, it's really hard to trade when that money is so important. I think it'd be almost impossible. I always talk about how when I was in my early 20s, I was playing online poker, and you know, I play these sit and go tournaments, and I would play like $5 entries. But that, honestly, the $5 was kind of a lot. Or like a few times I did a $20 entry, and that was a lot. And I was like, man, if I lose, but I couldn't play right. I couldn't play poker correctly, being that afraid to lose. Right? Like, I was way too afraid to bluff. I mean, I would do it, but like, I was just like, oh fuck, don't call me on this. It's just too hard to do it when that money's so important, you know? I feel the same about trading. Robbie, short biased. Fair. How much is the activation fee for Apex? Depends on the type of account, the size. I think for the 50K end of day, it was like $99. You're down 500, shorted the test on VWAP on ES, didn't go your way. See you tomorrow. Yeah, if you're afraid to lose, you'll never win. Yeah, I know. It's so true. How often do you trade your cash account? I haven't opened it in a while. Really. Not very often. I haven't really been loving this price action. $100K, you'd have to check the site. I'm sorry, I haven't really looked into it. Is there a way to change the risk settings on Tradeovate Personal? So instead of 1 point being $2 on a micro, can it be $1? You can't change the value of a tick. So I'm kind of confused by what you're asking. Because 1 point is always going to be $2 on a micro, no matter what. How about options? I haven't traded options in a while. Like since last fall, maybe. Again, it's not a good swing trading environment. You remember yesterday I had a short bias at the top? I don't remember. I mean, I believe you, but I don't remember. On MetaTrader, you can change the leverage size. Yeah, but on futures, leverage is built in. So it's always the same. It's just your position size is the only thing that changes. Weren't you using Gamma? Me? No, I don't use Gamma. So, Mal, how you doing? Oh, you're the one named User. Oh, okay. I do remember chatting with a user yesterday. When you had volume profile, I think I was talking to Grizz about it last week. I haven't even looked at it though today. I don't really know exactly what to do with it yet. MetaTrader for futures, I mean, but instead of trading contracts, trading lots. Okay, yeah, that's over my head. Sorry, I don't know. I literally only know. I know futures, like what you see on the screen. I know stocks, I know options, but anything past that, I don't really know. How did I learn price action? It's just like a lot of time. Like I traded only ES and for what, a year and a half or something. Just staring at it every day, trading it was helpful. And then obviously I learned from a few people too. Kind of combined what I learned from other places. Why do I trade NASDAQ? I just like it better. I always feel like it pays me better. I just made the jump and I was like, yeah, this is more fun. I like it. We're getting a 2R now on the second entry long trade. I mean, what are you targeting high a day, 661? That seems sus to me. Seems like it's too high. All right, so let's say we get that one last push, 661. Maybe we top out there. Where's ES at? Yeah, ES is right by its high of session as well. Yeah, this 6,800 level. Good spot to watch there. Ah, there you go, Maul, in a language I understand, the 10 a.m. bar. You're saying above 18 was a bar oh, stop entry? Oh. So you're saying, wait, you're saying stop is like 20s? Like 100 points? You have to get in a lot sooner then, right? All right, let's go tap the high day. Let's go. I'm tempted just to trade that long, just for a small little scalp. Is that stupid? I feel so hesitant to trade in this position. Maybe Tesla 600 again would get me in. 604-ish. Don't, please. You're not my boss. I think we are close to topping out here. So I don't know if I necessarily do want to be long. Ooh, it's getting volatile here. Let me hold off. I cancel that order. It's getting a little dicey. Why is it picking up speed like this? Is something going on in the news? UAE considers striking Iranian missile sites as regional war spreads. That's from 6 minutes ago. So it could just be some global stuff. Qatar Foreign Ministry has denied Israeli media reports that it has struck inside Iran. Okay, I don't know. Just some good old war volatility. All right, here's 600 level. 300 lots hitting the ask bid there, hitting the bid. Sell side aggression potentially. So let's see if we get the drop now. There's some more 300 lots there hitting the bid. Thinking about the account. Yeah, well, thanks for keeping me out of the long. I mean, when it started speeding up towards my limit order, I was kind of freaking me out. Okay, here's VWAP now. $70 points off the highs here. I'd like to see if I could grab one last little move here. Don't expect to go green today by any stretch, but wouldn't mind, you know, $400 here makes a big difference actually. So generally, when I'm digging myself out of a hole like this, I often think, you know, it's $1,400. It's like gonna take me. That's like a big trade, right? If you break it down, you know, it's 3 trades of $500, 3 trades of 25 points. It doesn't have to be so daunting. And there's so many times where I don't take the quick $400 or whatever, and I'm looking for, you know, 1,000, 800, and I get stopped out of break even. And it's just like, well, if you took all your $400 trades, you know, that moved quickly in your direction, you'd be in a way better spot than trying to get it all in one trade. So yeah, I think the mindset here would be like, look, I've been really patient after that big loss. I kind of just sat here watching price action. Again, there's if there was a consistency rule on these accounts, I think I would probably just really push for get out of this hole. But when there's no consistency rule, it makes it easier. Because if you have a consistency rule, then you can't, you know, tomorrow if you go make $1,500, that could put you in a bind, depending on the consistency rule. All right, let's a little VWAP hold for a second here. Let's see what happens at 600. Then I got to get going. I got to get to the gym. Here's 600. Any sort of smackdown here, smackdown to 620, something like that. If we just get right back up to the highs, then we got to go get 661 then. It's a strong move. You got long looking for 15 points on VWAP there. That'd be a sweet trade if you grab that. All right, this is looking okay here. My light turned off. That means it's past 10:30. We ever remake the challenge with trades by Matt? Not anytime soon. At this point, we both have more to lose, right? Matt is probably going to want to outperform what he did, 4 years ago or however long that was. I'm going to want to not suck ass. So it's just more pressure and it kind of takes the fun out of it. So I don't think we would do it. All right. Yeah, I think this looks good for a revisit to 661. Chat, we're only at 27 likes. Let's get that up a little bit, can we? Just for my own little consolation prize for this red day I'm having here. Just hit the thumbs up button on your way out the door. That'd be nice. Appreciate it. And of course, go to propfirmgorilla.com if you need to compare prop firm plans. You can create side-by-side comparison tables of any plan of any firm listed on the site. You can see funded and eval rules for both. Up to 5 at a time you can compare. Then use the code on the site to get the best discount and support the site and my channel and the live stream, etc. All right, I'm going to head out here. I'll post, if I take any other trades, I'll post them in Discord. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow for hopefully a better day, so take care.